I am David Tabby, author of the book Lost Identity, The Search for Wellbeing. Now, I want to talk about why I believe it is important in order to grow for the centre. My belief, as I've covered in the book, is that I do not believe the Scottish Government has the resources or the capacity at the moment to implement the UN Conventions into Scottish domestic law. I therefore argue that the only way we do that is to introduce a fourth sector social enterprise. What social enterprise is working within a strategic action field to bring forward the UN Conventions into Scottish law and to give every citizen in Scotland a good well-being. Okay, so my thinking here is, guys, that it aligns quite closely with what Sam Friedman has said in the failed state. The centre, i.e. the government, cannot do it all on their own. Unless local councils, community reference groups, community councils, and even further afield for every single individual, unless we are working together, we cannot achieve our goal of implementing a human rights-based approach and human rights-based budgeting into the Scottish domestic law. Okay, and my second argument is quite simple, guys. If you look at the recent statistics from Glasgow Disability Alliance, most members of Glasgow Disability Alliance do not trust city councils. In order to change that, we must make it so that social enterprises are working closely with city councils in order to bring support for the local remit, whatever that may be. Obviously focus on a human rights based approach, but that can be any format across the UN conventions and UN Sustainable Development Goals. Second is that there is more support for the Scottish Government than the UK Government, but at the same time, a lot of people within Glasgow Disability Alliance membership do not support the work of the Scottish Government. So therefore, guys, unless we move towards a wellbeing circular economy supported by a fourth sector social enterprise strategic network, we do not get a human rights based approach and integration.